in the game.
And coming up next in the UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knee, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponent. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 1 win, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 165 pounds. Fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, Garcia! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Spokane Valley, Washington, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Michael Maverick Chiesa! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
All right, ready to go for round one, and to the surprise of some, he won his last fight by submission. So with momentum, he enters this, the highest profile spot of his career, trying to keep that obvious momentum going. Can he realize a UFC title shot by the end of the year? That remains to be seen. But if his last performance was any indication, the ceiling is championship for this young contender. Single collar tie. All right, here we go. Our first round is underway, and you know, at some point, he's going to try to get this fight to the canvas. Any number of different submissions in his arsenal.
I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. But it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger. Does he pull guard? Does he pretend that he got knocked down? We saw Verdum do it.
Right.
To Fedor, act like he got knocked down. Fedor jumps his guard, gets a submission. This man has that same ability.
Well, the honest liver shot lands. Oh! Big knee lands there. Changes levels now, DC.
Oh man, he was in a single, got to a high crotch. Now he's gonna try to attack Kimura here. And now he falls back into the finishing position.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements. The moment he tries to move to the next position, you build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Kies is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. He blocks the shot. Slips to avoid the right. Single collar tie now. Oh man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to...
Oh, now going to the judo throw, and he ends up in side control. A lot of options for him.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound, or he can chase submission.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Round two is next. All right, so there's the horn at the end. Deep breath, breathe. All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to change things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling's still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movements. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting positions. He's constantly moving his opponent. He's constantly trying to give him too much information to process.
Right.
And that comes from a lifetime of wrestling. If he just started this, it would be very difficult to trick his opponent. But now, by giving him so many different looks, he's been able to secure takedown after takedown after takedown.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Beautiful kick.
Liver shot lands. 3 minutes remain in the round. Nice entry there as he gets another takedown, and I know his opponent has confidence in his ability to get back up, but I got an idea. How about don't get taken down in the first place?
How about defend yourself? Over and over, you're getting taken down. You're losing the fight. You got to change something. And for the offensive wrestler, just continue down the path. It's working.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Chiesa gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Oh, collar tie. All right, what do you think? Another takedown attempt here. It seems like every time he's gone to the well, it's been there tonight.
When you're that successful with any one thing, why would you change it? He's going to shoot for another takedown, and I would almost be willing to bet he's going to secure.
I'll take your action.
Okay.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Right to side control, yep.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Chiesa's going for a choke.
Oh, nice.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, let us now look.
Doing great, okay? I want more of this.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this round. He had a big effort there in round 1. Really had the wrestling on full display.
John, if he was looking to...
Oh, connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive good land, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Hey! All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Oh, nice right hand.
Blocks the shot. Chiesa gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Well, you gotta think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was gonna get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a Damian Maia type of wrestling, where they get close to you, they hook their feet, they drag you to the mat, knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble, because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a great submission specialist.
Yeah, nothing fun about it. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. Then he's out. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by...
You ready? You ready? Let's go
After a
fight,
big
guys.
win by submission his last time out, we'll see what he does for an encore here tonight. Huge victory his last time out against a high-level opponent. Now, an even higher-ranked opponent stares in front of him. The octagon door is closed. We'll see if he can extend the winning streak under the brightest spotlight of his UFC career. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Chiesa's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition.